So the year is 2023. It's the 19th of April, and you're wasting away on the North Coast with Amigo Schmo
Mike,
And Mickey.
on microphones. And what, one day after tax day,
Is
so we
it?
can
Yep.
party down. Mm. What are we drinking, guys?
I have a 13-year-old bourbon right here.
Oh,
Wow.
wow.
Yeah, I haven't tried it yet. I first opened it today, so
What
it
kind
smells
is it?
pretty good. It is McFarland's Reserve. Never heard of it before. Was highly recommended at Total Wine.
Oh, I thought maybe you bought it in Kentucky when you went for the
No, no,
Breeders' Cup.
nope. I
You're
just got
probably
it
all out of that
today.
bourbon.
Although I also have Twisted Tea whiskey from Meyer
That's
from
what I found
Sunday.
it today.
Did you really? Okay, good.
Good old Vreeland Market
Hmm.
Oh, wow. All
in
right.
Mickey's neighborhood.
Yeah.
I looked online. They said it's available at Vreeland Market. I thought it's going to be regular twisted tea.
Right.
Mike keeps hitting something. It's going to be regular or whatever. But no, they had a bunch of boxes of it on
Oh,
a display. So
nice, nice. Did you put lemonade in there?
yes, I did. Okay,
All
get
right.
this. I did lemonade. I muddled a little mint.
Oh, wow. Look at you.
Yes, I didn't want to just say that thing I said to you the other day, just lemonade, and then yeah, that's it. Lemonade. Oh, and I floated some Addicto whiskey on
Oh,
top.
nice. See, whiskey. Okay. We floated some rye on top of ours. So,
I haven't even opened that one rye. I could use that.
mhm.
Uh,
I gotta
so I
try
got
this.
that. At least I'm ahead of the game there. What do you think?
Very smooth. Yeah, hmm. It's finished in wine barrels.
Yeah.
So, yeah, it's got a wine. There's a wine edge to it.
Remember, I have that one Jefferson. I think
Hmm.
it's Jefferson. I have a few different. One is it is in a red wine barrel
Hmm.
or Cabernet barrel.
Yeah, that's what
And
this
yeah,
is.
it's okay. I'd rather just. I mean, it's good, but it did not make it better. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I don't know if it.
You could see it looks a little red,
Yeah,
unless yeah, you know.
no, it does. It does. And it's like, I don't know. Hmm. It's okay. It's good.
You're not too discriminate or anything. What do you got, Mick?
Haven't
Anything
grabbed
yet?
yeah, I haven't grabbed it yet. I was so worked up about getting everything set that I didn't grab my drink. I mean, it's downstairs. It's not like I don't have one. I just don't have one within reach.
Well, we'll
That's a
save it for
crime.
the after the
Yeah.
first commercial break, and then we'll revisit the drinks because I'll probably have to make another one. This is pretty good.
Oh, I'm telling you, it's a great summer drink right there.
Right.
Yeah, it's gonna be
I'm going to
good.
say right now, it it's not the easiest. I mean, it's easy to make, but you have to make it. Otherwise, it tastes better than twisted tea.
Yeah. No, it's good. It's like super refreshing. I it's gonna be a winner.
Can you
I just
imagine
hope he can keep finding
if
it.
they sold this back at Silver Lake days?
Oh, jeez.
You get a case of whiskey, I'll get a case of whiskey, and maybe an
And
emergency case,
yeah,
and
and
then
extra cases of
lemonade,
lemonade.
all kinds of lemonade,
Yeah.
lemons, sugar. It's real sweet. Did
Yeah.
you use a? Did you what kind of lemonade did you use like a low
We had
sugar?
zero sugar one. Yeah. It was a Minute Maid zero sugar. It was good.
I might have been. This
That's
is
the way to
really
go.
sweet,
Yeah.
really sweet.
Yeah.
Or I could just put more bourbon in there. I
Yeah.
mean,
No, this was a good balance.
aperitivo.
It was like perfect. Brian thought so too.
Yeah.
Yeah. So thumbs up all the way around.
That's my
Killians.
beverage of
Oh,
choice this week,
very Irish
this
of you.
month. Yeah.
My
I was thinking
leftover
about
from
getting a Blue Moon or getting Blue Moon, and then I'm thinking, maybe I'll save that.
Yeah,
It's
you
not
can get
exactly Blue Moon weather.
or
So,
Oberon. Last week was.
yeah. Earlier this week was.
This Amber.
Yeah, she just got home. She won't come in. She doesn't want to be on
Tell her to
camera.
wait in the green room, and we'll call her.
Refuses to be on camera.
Well, music wise, me and Mike went to see Bruce Springsteen
Oh yeah.
recently. I had
Yeah, Joe surprised me. I was like fourth or fifth in line for
four
being
six
asked.
down the list, and I got down to him. We had Jacob and I month. You know how you have to buy tickets like years in advance these days, it seems. So we bought four Bruce tickets for like $80 a piece, and they were behind side stage behind, and but the first row of the upper bowl, nobody's standing in front of it. It was cool.
Hmm.
So we knew it was. So we got those four tickets. Well, then we knew nobody was going to go with us, so we just bought four because it was a max. So he sold and made like he sold each one for like the whatever StubHub took their fees, and he sold them for like $126. It wasn't StubHub, but something else. So we made like 40 some dollars on each ticket. And then he was like, I don't really feel like going. You get like that. What was it, like a Tuesday night or something, or a Wednesday night? I think it was a
It
Wednesday
was
night.
Wednesday, yeah.
Yeah.
Well,
And he
I
just
talked
didn't
to
feel
him
like making
and
the
I asked
drive
him,
down.
and he said he's got a real problem with Bruce because of the whole
For,
ticket thing.
yeah, the ticket thing.
Yeah,
Joe Madlinger, the big Bruce fan, wasn't gonna go see him.
yeah,
Fuck
yeah.
him, blah blah blah. Constantly goes in and
Wow.
rants, on texting because of the ticket thing, which is to me, it's not, it's every single artist has the same thing. Bruce said, "Hey, like this is what they do," so
Hmm.
he was mad. Taylor Swift did, Unfrozen Caveman Lawyer, like I don't know what's going on, and they shouldn't do this. And then she's like a heroine, but they didn't change anything.
Of
Right.
course
Personal
not.
tickets,
Yeah,
dynamic pricing.
yeah.
So since Bruce is too, he can't get away with these dynamic pricing. Frighten me, he couldn't do that. So he did take a hit and stuff, but it's he's still doing his thing, and he's got a 20-piece band and counting him, so they all have to get paid,
Yeah, it's got to pay everybody.
and they're high quality people. I don't know. So it was a good show.
Hmm. Yep,
It was
agreed.
a
Yeah, he
it,
comes out.
I
There's no like messing around. He comes out and starts, right away. He's with,
Yeah, that
the
start
hits.
right. He started at 7:45 p.m. Mick.
Yeah.
We knew that, and he was done. I mean, I was home. Was I home? I was home just a little after 11, and he played straight till he played for what? He played till about 10:30, I guess.
Hmm.
There was an easy little walk back, and I was just 20 minutes home once I got on the freeway. So,
Yeah, a little longer for me, but that's a little farther to
but
go.
it's still not where we parked was the easiest for you, right?
Yeah,
And
except
both of
that they
us.
had that ramp closed. It would have been super easy,
Oh,
except they had it closed off. They had cones, and I had to go up and back around the stupid casino and blah, blah, blah,
yeah, yeah.
back down.
I had
Ah.
to do that before, but not for Bruce. Maybe I did. You have to go around the
But I
casino, and
could see it right there. There's the on ramp, and I can't
Hmm.
use it.
yeah.
Damn.
But yeah, it. And I have to tell you, I mean, I'm not just saying that. It was a good show. I mean, a quality show. He had two albums since the last time he toured, and he had that. He also did Broadway in there somewhere, and the one was a regular album. This was, E Street Band, and then this one was the like not Motown, but that
Like,
kind of music,
yeah,
Motown music, like
R&B
an
or something
album.
like that. Yeah.
Yeah, R&B thing. So he did do Night Shift, which I do like that song. I don't really need to have Bruce doing it, but it was okay. It was good. But that's all he did. He did a few from the newest album, and which was like a kind of a farewell album kind of thing. He'll probably do more, and then he did what, three or four from his second album, which was weird. I didn't hear some of those before. So it was kind of like a farewell kind of thing, like a goodbye concert.
Until the next one.
Yeah, yeah, at least didn't say farewell tour. But
But it was cool, and they had like there was a pit area and right in front of the stage, and there was like a runway behind the pit, like a little catwalk kind of a thing behind.
Like a heart, like you two would have that
Yeah.
heart.
And then at one point, for one song, he did that. He went down there and went all the way around there. And as it turns out, Joe, Madge, and Scott had tickets like right in the center, like 2 rows back from that little catwalk thing. So they had like Bruce like right in front of them. So they had like awesome pictures and stuff.
Did you see his videos or pictures? Did I send them to you?
Joe sent them, and one of them had like you could see Bruce, he's doing his thing, and then they see Scott's big face just jump in there.
Yeah. Yeah. They and the thing is, while we're watching the show, the angle we had to the back right corner of the stage, and then you could see whenever you want to, you could look at Joe and Scott at any point, just see them. You didn't have to look hard.
It was actually part of the show for me, is just to see what they're up to, and they're dancing around.
You didn't really have to move your head or anything. You're
No.
watching the stage, and then off, just the angle was, and they're like, pumping there. I'm just laughing because Joe was like, "Fuck him, screw him," and then
Yep.
That's good that he got to see it, even though it turned him into a hypocrite.
No, you knew he was going to. Scott
Yeah.
is not. And of course, he's texting. Well, I'm probably gonna go because Scott is making me.
Right.
It's the.
But yet they're both dancing around over there. Yeah.
Oh God, hugging and pumping.
Ooh, hugging and pumping. Wow.
Oh, it was funny. Well, anyway, thumbs up for that.
Yep.
Plus, I made money on it. Well, we're deep into spring. What's going on with Jimmy? I would change my voice for that.
Can't say much actually. Besides, I like to do this in chronological order, and my content is all from March because those are the last times that Jimmy played. So you can't do a concert roundup for concerts that haven't happened yet, can ya? So jump back to.
You mean concert roundup?
Yeah. I thought that was understood.
I couldn't understand it because you didn't pronounce it right.
Well, it's my accent. Jump back to March 4th, Saturday. Jimmy did the first of 2 concerts at the MGM Grand Garden Arena. I don't know. Actually, I don't know if the second one was at the same spot. Yes, it was. Never mind. Forget that little parenthetical comment. He did 4 shows in March. He opened with Changes in Latitudes. That was the first song for this month. And I've got my first clip is from Son of a Sailor because Nadira was not there. She had throat trouble apparently, and she did not appear. So Jimmy was stuck singing the whole song for first time in a long time. And so here's the clip of Jimmy actually singing the lyrics that Shimo's gonna die.
Yeah, this must have been.
He's so shocked at finding out that
Nadira was not there.
Jimmy had to sing the whole verse by himself, and so here he is doing that, and then it fades into the end of the song where Jimmy announces about Nadira, and he actually calls her Naked Dira, which was curious. Freudian slip, I guess. I don't know. Wow. Here's Son of a Sailor from March 4th.
You can shake the hand of the mango man as he greets you at the border. And the lady she hails from Trinidad, island of the spices, salt for your meat, the cinnamon sweet, and the rum is for all your goodbyes. Miss Nadir Shakur will be singing when we come back to town, but she's got a little throat problem now, so I had to do it for her. But she will be back, and a trooper she is. So a nice hand for Nadir Shakur. She'll come back next Saturday. We'll do it. Okay.
Where'd that come from?
Next song was 5 O'Clock Somewhere, and this is another 2-part clip with the intro and then a bit of the song. Oops.
You know, sometimes Mac reminds me of like figureheads on Mount Rushmore, you know?
I do have a large head. That's
Yeah,
true.
you would fit there very well. Yeah. But anyway, he does more than just play the guitar, as a lot of you know. So I'm going to give it over to him. And I know many of you have seen his solo acoustic show like Scotty Emmerich's, and he's an amazing solo performer. But we're just lucky to have him in the Coral Reefer Band too. So can you live up to that introduction?
I doubt it, but
Well, go ahead and
I'm kind of
try.
forced to try. One of my many blessed duties in the Coral Reefer Band is I get to be, because of this little accent that I have, the generic country music duet partner of Mr. Buffett.
Did you say accident or accent?
Accent. I said accent. Yes, I didn't elocute so well, but I said accent. And whether it's a Kenny Chesney or a Zach Brown or a George Strait or could be Toby, could be, but in this particular case, we got I'm a fake Alan Jackson this evening for you folks, I believe. Tell them, Jimmy.
Well, this lunch break is gonna take all afternoon and half the night. So the hell to take. That's all I ain't
In over a year, his Jamaican vacation just started in the second verse. If the phone is for me, you can just tell him I sailed away.
Next clip is from Cheeseburger in Paradise, the first of many Utley introductions that I will be offering in the next several minutes. This is another two-part, actually this is more like a three-part clip, because it includes the beginning of Cheeseburger in Paradise, a little bit of the song of Cheeseburger in Paradise, and then leads right into Trying to Reason with Hurricane Season, which was the next song.
Well, the people that run the MGM here, we've been doing this for a long time, and I remember back when they just let me in the first time, I was just amazed that I actually got the job. But that was 35 years ago. Holy shit, we've been doing this a long time. Y'all gotten a little older. I don't know about us. What do you think? Well, anyway, but they gave me a nice plaque back there with it, and I liked it because the plaque had cheeseburger and some French fries on it, and it was par for the course. It wasn't a tie, it wasn't a watch, it was a cheeseburger in paradise. So Jimmy made a little error there. This would be like, booting the ball at second base, because we had worked hard on a big new intro for Cheeseburger in Paradise, and I just hauled ass right into the song. Y'all got me so riled up here, I was going so, but I think you want to hear this. Oh, yeah. I mean, the Utleys up there, we have Father Mike there and son Mick. We're so glad to have a little fresh Utley blood in the band here now. But I let them introduce it just one time, and it was like they took it and ran into the car like it was a chocolate cake, locked themselves in and ate the whole thing and made something completely different than I ever intended. So once it was out there, I had to say it's pretty good. So this is, again, you don't have to go to church, you don't have to do anything tomorrow, this will count. Okay? See, we're already in church, right?
The Church of 100% Angus beef.
100% Angus beef.
How do you like yours, Pop?
I like mine with lettuce and tomato.
Heinz 57.
And a French fried potato.
A big kosher pickle.
Cold draft beer.
Good God Almighty.
Which way do I steer?
Maybe we'll put it at the end. I start this?
You want to do Hurricane?
Yeah.
Well, you got to sing the girls' verse at the end.
Trying to reason with hurricane season. That little bit about eating a chocolate cake in the car. Do you remember that from previous concert roundups? Because that was a shot at Mac.
Nope. I don't remember.
I can't remember what set it up, but he took a chocolate cake and ate it in the privacy of his own car in his younger days. So when Jimmy said that, it was a shot at Mac.
See, I probably didn't think anything of it because that's something I would do. That would have been a rotisserie chicken, but still.
Later on, they did One Particular Harbor, and because Tina couldn't do her, her where she hits the high note, that had to be covered by John Lovell on trumpet. Next song after that, after One Particular Harbor, was Pirate Looks at 40. And Jimmy has a story about this that includes information about his upcoming album.
I thought I heard some pirates out there hooting and hollering, too. Now, let's think about it. This is a big old pirate town in the old days, wasn't it? Yeah. When Mike ran a group of bandits up here when he was in his earlier life, he was around up here in the desert kind of. You didn't know that he was a bandit? You didn't know your father was an outlaw? Oh, my God. I'm so sorry, Nick. I just made that shit up. It was just sort of fun. And I was looking at all these pirate flags here, and something got over me, like that accent earlier. So anyway, fun thing about this song was I wrote it about a real person and a good friend of mine, and it took on a life of its own, really. And one day back in '82, that was 1982. Don't take me back any further than that, okay? I got a phone call. This is before cell phones. I got a real phone call from a friend that said, "You're not going to believe this. Bob Dylan and Joan Baez just did Power Looks at 40 at this festival in Sacramento." I went, "You forget it. It's not that." And then I was lucky enough to meet Dylan a while later in St. Bart's, and he expressed to me his kind of love of that song, and I was completely out of my gourd in anyway. So, and on our new album coming out, I kind of did Bob a little favor too. We recorded one of Bob's songs since he recorded mine and liked it so much. So I thought that would be a fair exchange. Duh. So, yeah, we got a new album that's called Equal Strain on All Parts. We're finishing it up. Hopefully we'll be out by September. We've been working hard on it. It's all brand new songs, and we're not done yet by a long shot.
So there you go. News about the new album.
Yeah.
You think he'll switch the title before then?
Probably.
What? Wait, what did he say it was? What?
Equal strain on all parts.
Equal strain on all parts. Yeah, it's going to be a line in the song, but it might not be the album.
So that takes care of the Saturday, March 4th show in Las Vegas at the MGM Grand Garden Arena. On Tuesday, March 7th, he played in Palm Desert, California at the Acrisure Center. And first song there was Changes in Latitudes. Here's a clip from Son of a Sailor Again when Jimmy... Oh no, what am I talking about? I forgot. Or did I do that? Did I play Brown Eyed Girl? I'm blacking out.
Nope. No. You're freaking me out here. No.
Oh. Okay. Because I remember the intro. I must have played this clip earlier, and the intro sounded so familiar. Anyway, forget what I said. There was no show on Tuesday. At least not yet. The encore was Brown Eyed Girl, and Jimmy talked a little bit more about future events and hinting at the tour dates at the upcoming tour.
Make an old man feel good up here. Woo! All right. So we're just going to play around for a little bit now. And again, thanks a lot. That was show 34. We'll be back next Saturday for show 35. We ain't going anyway. So thanks again, everybody. If I see you around there, just wave. We'll see you at either Phoenix or Palm Springs or back here. Okay? And then stay tuned for more dates back east. All right, let's do it.
So,
So
at
you're
least
saying there's still a chance.
at least at this time, there were still plans for a tour, for the summer tour. Now we jump forward to Tuesday to Palm Desert, California, at the Acroshore Arena, where the first song was Changes in Latitudes. Now here's another clip from Son of a Sailor, because this time Jimmy forgets that he has to fill in for Nadira.
You can shake the hand of the mango man as he greets you at the border. Trinidad, island of the spices. Oh yeah, with salt for your meat, cinnamon sweet, and the rum is for all your good vices.
Yeah,
I love
something's
that.
missing.
I like to see, look at Lebron. Trinidad, he just picks it up.
You know, he just looked over to where she usually is, and oh shit.
My technically, my daughter-in-law and son-in-law went to that show in Palm
Oh,
Desert,
really?
because that's where they live. That's where I haven't visited since COVID. That's where I go for a weekend here and there. So that would have been cool.
Traveling schmo.
And this is about it was about the time we might visit. That would have been cool to pair that up, but too
Mhm.
much other stuff going on.
Yeah, seeming it completely.
It's her
new
first
spot.
show. It sent me a bunch of pictures, which I should forward on. She put a bunch on Facebook, but I think she sent me some too. So
Next clip is once again from Cheeseburger, featuring the Utley men, as you'd expect, because I do enjoy hearing the two of them introduce the song. I get a kick out of it. Probably most people are sick of it by now, but I still get a kick out of it.
So, I know that I've heard that they sell and cook a mean smash burger in this place here, and I'm not sure what a smash burger is, so I've got some experts here in the burger department, and we have two of them. Two burgers over here. It's the
Smash burger, two smash burgers. Look at the smash burger right here.
Oh, I haven't asked y'all to speak yet. You know, so let me introduce you to the Utleys. Of course, Mike Utley's been here for 355 years. And son Mick just joined the band, but unfortunately, in about 30 seconds, you're going to see that they're definitely related. I don't know who taught who what in this, but at one point I thought they were fooling around with a little intro to Cheeseburger in Paradise. So I said, "Hi, fellas, I want to do something for your little family over here. So go right ahead and do the opening." And they did it a couple of nights, and then all hell broke loose. So welcome to hell right now, okay? Go ahead, do it.
Thank you for the kind introduction.
Oh my God!
Welcome to
I
the
like
church
mine.
with lettuce and tomato.
Heinz 57, French fried potato.
A big kosher pickle.
And a cold draft beer.
Good God. Almighty,
What?
which way do I steer?
Sorry about that. Heard about the old time ugly men. They eat the same thing again and again.
Next clip is from Little Martha, which you might not have expected, since it's an instrumental. But here's a little bit from Mac's introduction where he may have gone a little bit too far in describing why Jimmy has to leave the stage around this point in time during the concert.
But I am stubborn and I keep trying. And because I've got this thing up to about 65 or 70%, Jimmy has given me the stage long enough for him to at least have a sip of wine and or take a leak. One of those, maybe both of those things. Who knows how it goes. But I appreciate the privilege and I appreciate your tolerance of me telling my little story.
And that takes care of the Tuesday show, March 7th in Palm Desert, California. We jump forward to Thursday, March 9th in Phoenix, Arizona at the Footprint Center. The first song of this show was Down at the La-Di-Da. They also brought back boat drinks. And the first clip from this show is from Volcano, where Jimmy kind of rewrites a bit of the song.
I'd like to land right here in Phoenix. I'd like to go to the Grand Canyon. I want to land right here in this place. We're gonna have a little hot fun. I don't know.
There you go. And next clip is from Come Monday, and it's a big long intro. So, sit back, put your feet up.
Okay. Hang on 1 second. We had a little, not a wardrobe misfunction, but a guitar dysfunction right there. But we can start this song without that. I got a story. All right. So, once upon a time, a long time ago, when we brought our covered wagon west, and with the Coral Reefer Band in it, and we might have sold a little pot along the way just to kind of, buy guitar strings and things like that. But one of the places that we first played was right here in Phoenix, Arizona. Right? Sir? And for those of you who are here and still may remember it, Mr. Yeah. Because I had to ask Mike today, and I remember there was a couple of them. The Celebrity Theater. The Celebrity Theater. And we weren't even the headliner then. No. I think we were following Huey Lewis or somebody like that. But what no one prepared us for here, we were so happy that people just came and listened to us. And it goes that far back, my appreciation of crowds in Phoenix and around here. And but if you remember the Celebrity Theater, it was, there were a couple of them that were, let's just say the Mafia had that place. And so, but somebody had sold the Mafia kind of a bill of goods, and I'm glad I wasn't the one that did it, because if you remember, the stage spun around. And they thought this was cool because then everybody could see the show. That was the reason they did it. But for the band on the stage, it presented a few problems. In those days, we might have had a beverage or two before we got on the revolving stage. Yes. And, we could, I still surf. I got my feet. But the thing that we didn't know the first time we played was the stage went around and around, and we'd have a drink or two on the stage. But the stage, when it was like on a giant rubber band, so when it wound up, it stopped right in the middle of everything, and nobody told us this. So at one point in time, let's just say I was rolling along and the stage stopped, and it hurled me like I was headed to the James Webb Space Telescope into the audience, but was caught by two beautiful girls from Phoenix, Arizona, who softened my landing. And I crawled back on the stage and waited for it to turn the other way. And I never fell out off of another stage until Australia 40 years later. So far, so good. But This is a song that was going around down there, and thank you again for being here for us for that long. This is a little Come Monday to Phoenix, Arizona from Jimmy Buffett.
Just like that stage, I've gone too far and need to go backwards because I forgot a couple details about the Palm Desert, California show.
Very good how
It's
you did
circular.
that.
Well, I had a
Circular.
very long time to come up with that intro. I had almost 4 minutes. But anyway, I forgot two little details. They brought back Down at the La Di Da at the Tuesday show. And I mentioned that they did it at the Thursday show too, but they did do it at the Tuesday show, not the Saturday show. And I forgot to mention that the last song of the concert was Margaritaville and the regular concert. And then they did not take an encore break and went right into Southern Cross, which was the actual song.
Joe tells me that that's the thing now, not to take the break.
It's taking over by storm.
Good. It's
They
pointless.
just
But the final song, the quote unquote encore for the Tuesday show was Southern Cross. Just wanted to get that out there. For this Thursday show in Phoenix, they brought back boat drinks. I think I mentioned that though, maybe. And maybe not. And after Come Monday, now I'm catching up to where I left off. After Come Monday was another cheeseburger intro.
Mickey loves the cheeseburger intros.
Cheeseburger. Cheeseburger. Huh? It's cheeseburger anyway.
Oh, it is. Okay. All right. Sorry about that. Everybody doing all right? Anybody getting hungry? Oh, well, we've got kind of, this would be the artificial resemblance of that, but we've got an invisible cheeseburger that's in the house here tonight. I hear some stomach rumblings out there. But we have the fabulous Utleys over here. Mr. Michael Utley, who's been with me for 50 years. And Mr. Nick Utley, son of Mike, who's been with us for about 2 years, but I'm glad to have him. But I was so glad to have Nick come in because he plays his ass off. But what I didn't know is he had a tiny bit of showmanship in him, and I wonder where he got it from. So, when we started this song, they were playing around with it, and I said, why don't y'all go ahead and just work up some kind of a little opening for it, and it'd be fun to play around. And we got it's like they're the Ferranti and Teicher of rock and roll. We got two big keyboards over here. Just play with something. You could be in church on the organ, or you could be in New Orleans on the piano. So they did it, and it was really kind of cool. And then it went a little far, didn't it? Yeah. Mac would know because Mac and Mike are co-daddies, which means Mac's daughter married Mick Utley. Are y'all following this? It's a good Southern tradition, you know what I mean?
It's all legal in the South.
And what happened was, you'll see right now, and I'm going to have a waiver or disclaimer here for having anything to do with this anymore. The introduction to a great religious song, Cheeseburger in Paradise.
Yeah! Yeah! Whoa! How do you like that cheeseburger?
I like mine with lettuce and tomato.
57
And a French fried potato.
a big kosher pickle, and help me out,
Cold draft beer.
good God Almighty.
Which way do I steer?
I'm scared.
A couple songs later, they did one particular harbor, but in the onstage banter, you can hear Jimmy cancel Jolly Man Sing, which I guess was the song that was going to precede One Particular Harbor. So I thought that was interesting, but it wasn't all that audible for a concert clip. So I'm skipping it, but I just want to mention it that you guys missed out on Jolly Man Sing. There was another no encore break between Margaritaville and the last song. The last song was Brown Eyed Girl, and Jimmy has another little gaffe on stage where he drags the chorus out a bit longer than he's supposed to. I thought it was really cool how Mac and I think one or both of the girls had to sing that first line to like help Jimmy find the verse. I thought that was kind of cool.
Did he say fuck because he screwed up?
I didn't hear it.
I didn't hear that.
I wanted to hear it, so I think that's what.
See, if I only could afford the higher quality Radio Margaritaville stream, I might be able to answer these things, but I'm too poor. Saturday show, back to the MGM Grand Garden Arena the following Saturday, which was March 11th, week after the previous MGM Grand Garden Arena show. Opening song was Down at the La-Di-Da again, same as the last show. And here's a clip from 5 o'clock somewhere. I kind of liked it because in the song, speaking of time, Mac makes a reference to the fact that daylight saving time was the night before. No, I take that back. It was that night. Although technically it takes place at 2 a.m, so it's Sunday, March 12th, but it's still the night after Saturday, March 11th. So here's Mac making a little reference to daylight saving time.
It's 5 o'clock somewhere.
Spring forward to Jimmy. Here we go.
Spring is gonna take all afternoon and half the night.
Kind
Jimmy
of threw
was
him off, didn't it?
Yeah, so thrown by that wit that he forgot where he was in the song. Next track or next song after 5 o'clock was Volcano. Oh yeah. It's the part where he like personalizes the song to match the show, and he did change that verse a little, but strangely he made no mention of Las Vegas, even though he was in Las Vegas. Oh, rats, I clicked the wrong thing.
Don't want to land on no Kentucky. Don't want to land in no Cacking Face. I like to land out on Catalina. That is where I want to play.
Okay. That was that clip. And I was shouting at my computer because I clicked on the wrong thing and opened up a new application that I didn't want to. So that's why I was
Nice.
talking back at my computer. Next song was Trying to Resume with Hurricane Season Again. Song after that was The Wino and I Know, and Jimmy dedicated it to, he said this is a song about wine. Not good wine, shitty wine. So he dedicated this song to shitty wine. I don't have a clip of it, but I thought I'd mention it. Here's oh man, I skipped a whole bunch of stuff. I did. After Volcano is Come Monday, and I'm really having a problem with these colors. I changed the set list tracks to different colors to remind me whether it's a song clip or just something I should mention. And something I should mention is in green, and for some reason I'm just totally ignoring it. So I have to find a new color.
Mickey forgot he was colorblind, and
I really have to find a new color because the green is just like, oh, how pretty, and I'm just moving on. After Volcano was Come Monday, and Jimmy mentioned how he was reminiscing about Key West and about the concerts he did in Key West, where he pretty much played the first album all the way through. Although I don't think it was in succession. I think it was different tracks in different order. And he said that Come Monday was on the first album, which is not right. I think it's on the third album. So anyway, after Come Monday comes, you guessed it, another cheeseburger intro.
Well, sometimes you might be a little hungry because some people might have gotten a bigger appetite or something like this. So we're going to serve up something right here. And yes, but before we do that, I don't know how this happened, but in the past couple of months we were playing around, and there's now, as you see, two Utleys in the band. There's Mike Utley, who's been with me since he was a baby in a crib. That's right, yeah. Little tiny baby in a crib with a little tiny piano in there. And his son, Mick Utley, has joined us over here. Mick never fit in a crib. Yeah, he would know. But I don't know. It's a father and son thing, and I think that there's a genetic connection there. Then also, if you want to follow this, and if you haven't smoked your third joint tonight, maybe you can catch up. So we got two Utleys over here, and then we got one McAnally over here who happens to be the father-in-law of Mick Utley, who's married to Mac McAnally's daughter. Did I get that question right on Jeopardy? I did? Okay. Oh, okay. So in the meantime, I let them do I let the Flying Utleys here do the introduction to this song because they have a slight bit of show business in their genes here. So they're going to bring us into this song about the cheeseburger, the invisible cheeseburger that will keep you from going hungry until you can get back to the munchies after this show. All right, here we go.
Did we or did we not, Mr. Pops, have a cheeseburger last night for dinner?
We had a nice, impossible cheeseburger, but it's dressed the same way.
How do you like it?
An impossible burger made our show?
Oh, my. I like mine with lettuce and tomato.
And Heinz 57!
And a French fried potato.
A big kosher pickle and cold draft beer. Good God Almighty!
Good God Almighty, which way do I steer?
Sorry about that.
Okay, after Cheeseburger comes Wino and I Know, which he dedicated to shitty wine. And then it was Little Martha, and the song after that was Changes in Latitudes. There's a clip from Changes in Latitudes. Let's see if you can guess the difference.
If it suddenly ends tomorrow, I could somehow adjust to the fall. How about you? Good times and riches, that son of a bitch. I'd seen more than I can recall.
I don't know. Is there a difference? Sounded the same to me.
He said son of a bitches. Is that the difference?
Ding. Schmo got it. 5 points to Schmo.
To me, he pointed at Mike and said 5 points to Schmo.
Oh, instead of letting the audience do it?
Yeah. I haven't heard him actually say that away in years.
I thought there was going to be another difference, but I thought to myself, hey, geez, he usually doesn't sing that part. Anymore.
That's what caught my ear, was that Jimmy sang it this time. He hasn't done that.
Well, it startled me too, because all I've been doing is singing Wino and I Know to myself since you mentioned the wine before. And I'm looking at my Cafe Du Monde picture right here.
Oh, yeah.
I love that song.
Yeah, we sang it right walking down the middle of the road.
Singing it.
Later on, they did Pirate Looks at 40, as one would imagine. And I almost started playing it and didn't want to. They started Pirate Looks at 40, and here's a clip from the beginning of the song. Let's hear if you can catch the difference in this version of Pirate Looks at 40.
All right. We all gonna do cheeseburger again? What was going on over there, huh? It's late in the show. I don't know what's going on. Okay. No. See this strap, Nick? Okay. That'll give you a clue. Okay. It has pirate flags all over it. Okay. One more pirate song for Key West. I think so.
As you might have recognized, that wasn't the beginning of Pirate. That was the beginning of Back Where I Come From, which was the next song. And here's what Mac had to say.
For some reason or other, I started thinking about Back Where I Come From a few minutes back.
That's because he wrote it.
Then they did One Particular Harbor, Margaritaville, faked a break. Oh, did band intros, faked a break, and then did Tin Cup Chalice. And that was the final song of this 4-show stint for March. And Las Vegas, you could say Las Vegas was the last concert, although it wasn't the last. Oh, it was the last public concert, although it wasn't the last concert. So we can jump forward to, excuse me, as I belch right into the microphone, we can skip forward to April news. On April 11th, Jimmy did a private show in Nashville at the Steel Mill. And this is a Buffett news story because he talked about the new album. But the thing is, everything that they say on Buffett news from the April 11th concert, they already did. He already said on the March 4th concert, which Buffett news did not mention. So it looks like this big headline skipped right past them. And they're getting the information a month late. They did mention that, or the quotes that they mention are that Jimmy explained that he got the name from the name of the album, Equal Strain on All Parts, from his grandfather, who used the expression to describe a nap. I'm not really sure.
I thought you were going to tell me some kind of a nautical term.
Yeah.
Well, it probably is a nautical term, but he used it to describe taking a nap as an excuse. Maybe his expression to, I'm now going to give my body equal strain on all parts. But it doesn't make any sense. I mean, that would be a nap if you're floating in water. Maybe that would be.
It would be better equal relaxation on all parts or something.
Because you're lying on something. So wouldn't that be the strain part? Was what you're lying on? Your back of your sides? Wouldn't that be the strain? But anyway, I'm not going to.
He's going to change the title anyway. Don't worry.
Yeah. And Jimmy also promised that there would be that they're working on the album and there will be a tour with new shows very soon. So that's the news from April 11th. And excuse me, the day before, which I guess would be the 10th, he released Instagram video.
You better stop the Killians, man. A little belching action going on there.
That's just me. Happens all the time. They released some Instagram video of them rehearsing on stage. And I thought it was going to be a actual I thought they were rehearsing for the new tour. And I also thought it was cool because everybody was complaining about when are the dates coming out, when are the dates going to be announced, when are the dates going to be announced. And then they released that video on Instagram and probably Facebook, I assume, of them perform the full band, full set setting, I guess, stage set decoration. Not to confuse a set with a concert set. A stage set with a concert set. And they released that on Monday. And I thought that was kind of cool. So it was like telling them, just shut up already. We're working on the new tour. Quit, backseat driving. And then the next day they announced that, or the next day they had the concert. They announced the concert afterwards as the news story. And they also had a photograph. Somebody took a photograph of the set list, and I was very disappointed to see that the set list that they performed was pretty much exactly the same as the 4 shows from March. So it's like, this can't be them rehearsing for the new tour. If the new tour is just going to be a continuation of the shows in March and February, which were a continuation of the last year's tour. So it's like, that doesn't seem right at all, because they didn't even bother to put any rare songs into it. Nothing that they hadn't done the last year. So I was disappointed about that. But who knows? We're still waiting. And then the other news story from April was the day after, Wednesday, April 12th, the Library of Congress announced that they were inducting the song Margaritaville.
Yeah, it's kind of a big deal. I heard him mention that on Radio Margaritaville too. It might have been the day after.
They inducted a series of songs and albums, a mixture of songs and albums, and it wasn't for any particular year, because the earliest thing they inducted, whoops, boy, how did I click on that? Was from 1908. The song Imagine, John Lennon's song Imagine, which I was pleased to see that they credited to both John Lennon and Yoko Ono, because the song is really based on Yoko Ono's poetry. And John always said that he really regretted not putting her as part of the actual credits of the song, because he really did base the song on her poems, on lines from her poems. And he said he admitted that he was a real chauvinist in not including her on the songwriting credits. So it's pretty cool. The Library of Congress was aware of that and actually put her name in there. Yeah. Totally skipped over. Well, I didn't skip over because it's the next song. Stairway to Heaven from Led Zeppelin got inducted. Take Me Home, Country Roads from John Denver, because, they're equal. Everybody equates Stairway to Heaven and Take Me Home, Country Roads. Next is Margaritaville. Right after Margaritaville is Flashdance, the theme from Flashdance. Sweet Dreams Are Made of This from Eurythmics. Synchronicity, and in this they mean the album. I double checked that because they just call it Synchronicity. And then again, the song would be Synchronicity 1 and Synchronicity 2. Those are the song titles. So yeah, Synchronicity is the album. Right after that is Like a Virgin from Madonna.
Wow.
And the Super Mario Brothers theme from the video game. All I Want for Christmas Is You. And that's about it. But there are 25 pieces of music that are inducted into the National Recording Registry.
There's some of those are just some of the greatest songs ever. And Take Me Home, Country Roads really is a great song.
Yeah, I shouldn't pick
it. And it's a worldwide song. They love it, or at least in Europe, they love that song.
Mm-hmm.
I heard it played in Germany. I heard it played in Scotland. I heard it played in Ireland. Take Me Home, Country Roads.
Everywhere Joe goes, he hears it.
Maybe it's you.
Yeah. Are you playing it on your phone or something? I heard it there, and I heard it there.
Yeah, heard it.
And it was always me singing.
Listen to this, man. This is
I
awesome.
heard it at the golf course. I heard it at the. It really is a terrific song.
Yeah,
it really is. But so Stairway to Heaven, but it really is a terrific song.
There, two of my guilty pleasures are the Carpenters and John Denver, and it's two acts that everybody makes fun of, but I think they're legitimately great.
Yeah,
they have great songs.
Yes. And Karen Carpenter was a badass drummer. A drummer. She was a drummer.
What John Denver song I liked it, and nobody agrees with me on this. Calypso.
Yeah.
It's a great song.
Yeah, isn't it? Amazingly good song. It's got a great melody.
Mike saying, everybody agrees with me on that.
All right.
Yes. Calypso was, I remember when it came out, it was
on a Jacques Cousteau special.
Yeah.
I remember.
He wrote it for Jacques Cousteau. That's
that's the name of his boat.
Yeah.
Yeah.
John Denver wrote it. And
it was a special. He was on the boat. It was really cool. I remember this.
My dad was all about this. What was going on? He's telling me all about.
And then he's playing the song. I'm like, this is great. I loved it.
Yeah.
And I loved it right away.
Yeah, kids these days.
Nobody agrees with Mike.
They don't appreciate the Carpenters or John Denver.
No, the Carpenters
amazingly good songs.
I do have I did do a joke.
Ooh.
I found a joke that I made a little script for. I'm trying to send it. Look, Mickey's. I am not here. Look at the way the chair is situated. It's
Are you
perfect.
sure this is the joke you want to go with?
No, is this the under the bed?
Yes.
I had it sitting. I have a folder. I have a golf one.
That's the best one?
No, I don't know if it's the best one. We've used good ones. We've had good ones. We've used them.
Have we now?
Yes, we've had. The best one was the
You really didn't need, there's no 3 parts here anyway. You could have just gone on without me. You could have been narrator and he could have been Mickey.
then there's the shrink. Well, the whole thing is a narrator. I split it into.
Oh,
The
I
joke
see.
is
I see.
so you do the shrink, I'll do the narrator. That way you guys can act.
Ugh.
we gotta get our feet wet and do this again. But man, I can't find these things anymore. We've used good ones. This has nothing to do with Buffett or anything.
No,
I mean,
it's not even a good joke.
It's stupid. But Mickey's supposed to act drunk. I thought that would be.
Ugh.
I even mentioned my name for some reason.
Yeah.
Oh, I put F-150 in there.
F-150.
This was a while ago too. It's funny.
Oh, you've been working on this for a while, huh?
No, I had it in my folder for a long time ago. But I think I worked on this, during COVID times, trying to get a.
Jeez.
Since we started Zooming,
Really?
It's a terrible joke.
Wow.
But hey, we got to get back to doing this.
Don't get
material.
your hopes up, Mick.
Yeah.
I've already seen it.
Ugh.
Okay. Mickey's Mickey. I'm narrator. Mike is shrink.
I'm shrink. Yeesh.
I can't. No respect.
No, that's my line. I'm the Rodney Dangerfield.
There we go. All right, should I just start?
I guess.
I can't.
Stop building up all the
I don't see you guys
anticipation.
bringing scripts. All right. I almost said the word
Is that what this
narrator.
is?
Ever since Mickey was a child, he's always had a fear of someone under his bed at night. So he went to a shrink and told him.
I got problems, Doc. Every time I go to bed, I think there's somebody under it. I'm scared. I think I'm going crazy.
Said the shrink.
Just put yourself in my hands for 1 year. Come talk to me 3 times a week, and we should be able to get rid of those fears.
How much do you charge?
$80 per visit.
I'll sleep on it.
6 months later, the doctor met Mickey on the street.
Why didn't you come see me about those fears you were having?
Well, $80 a visit, 3 times a week for a year is $12,480. A bartender cured me for $10. I was so happy to have saved all that money that I went and bought me a new F-150 like my friend Schmo.
The shrink replies back with a bit of an attitude.
Is that so? And how, may I ask, did a bartender cure you?
He told me to cut the legs off the bed. Ain't nobody under there now.
Dun, 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 dun.
Is this a Laurel and Hardy joke?
Vaudeville.
Did you get this from the 30s?
I almost slipped into a Laurel, Stan Laurel by accident.
That's life on the North Coast. That's life on the North Coast. That's life on the North Coast. Wasted away
Other songs were Ode to Billy Joel. Billy Joel.
Billy Joel.
Idiot.
Wow, I never heard
So
that one.
Stupid.
Jeez.
That's a great song, and
They
nobody
should
agrees with me.
put that.
Too many L's.
They should archive that one. That's great.